Hi, YouTube. I decided to just do a short video where I read to you uh, the Declaration of Independence, um, and uh, because there's really nothing in the Constitution of the United States of America or the United States Code that can help us to deal with the situation we're in. There's absolutely nothing. You look, that those two documents are all about doing business as usual, and and unfortunately, business as usual isn't the situation we're in now. And I think that those so-called founding fathers, the people who drew up the Declaration of Independence all those years ago, centuries actually, I think they knew that there could come a time when business as usual would fall apart. Now, I don't know how you're going to interpret what they meant by this. At the time, we were colonies of the Great Britain, United Kingdom. At the time, I don't know what was the standard to call it. The British are coming. The British are coming. So we had a situation there with King George there in Britain. And, the guy rode on the horse, the British are coming, and there was a war, and it was a bad one, and, but the people revolted, they threw the tea into the water, they did all these things. But they drew up documents, and one of the documents was the Declaration of Independence, saying that we're a new country now, okay? We're not colonies anymore. We are who we are. So I'd like to just read it on the internet so that you can decide what they meant by this. It's strictly up to you. So I'm going to be looking here. I have another phone. I'm going to be looking here at the phone that I'm reading on, and then reading it to you so you can hear it and think about it. Because I have spent my life as an educator, and this is education. This was actually written back then, and it was meant as a guide for the future should we ever be imperiled as we were then. And we are imperiled now, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm not wearing any makeup, and I'm kind of grungy, but this is important, and I think you should hear it. That somebody should read it to you. I mean, I need some work done on my physical appearance right now, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's go. It's from the Declaration of Independence of what was to become the United States of America. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever, this is the tough part, this is the rough part, this last little bit here, it's not the last of the Declaration of Independence, but the last of how it opens. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. Now, you can take that however you want. But that's what they wrote. That's what they wrote. And like I said, I need makeup and stuff, and waxing my eyebrows and concealer and all that stuff. I don't know what, heaven knows what women did back then to think about it. And when they say men here, they mean humans, you know, not just strictly men. I mean, I don't know if they didn't mean it, because only property owning white guys could, you know, have all the rights at the time. But that changed, and it became for everyone, supposedly, and they want to take some of those rights away right now. So I just ask you to interpret. Gosh, I could look better, couldn't I? I'll just ask you to interpret what you have heard for yourself. In fact, I'll read it one more time. It doesn't have to be a short, you know. I'll read it one more time so you can think about it. And we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Okay, so if there are a whole lot of people around yelling and hollering and screaming, and the certain legislators don't even want to come to town hall meetings anymore, they don't want to listen to the consent of the governed, that's a problem. Yeah, they're hiding. So this last little bit of the beginning is for you to interpret however you wish to, how you're going to act in terms of saving our democratic republic, because it's in jeopardy right now, and I don't know what we can do and still maintain our own values, our own morals, our own decency. And we have to think about that too. We really do. But this is what it says. It says that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people, and they capitalize people, to alter or abolish it. Now, we certainly don't want we want to save our government. We don't want to abolish it. But what we have right now, we have someone in charge of a lot of things who wasn't elected to any office and is heading a department that doesn't really exist. That's weird and scary, and has never happened before. That needs to be definitely altered and abolished. Doge needs to be abolished, because it's not a real thing. It's just something they decided to do on their own, without any, nobody gave them the right to do it. So we have to find a way to maintain our morals, maintain our decency, maintain our souls, while at the same time carrying out the message from the past that the founders gave us about what to do when a situation like this pops up. Yeah. Have a good day. Happy spring. All that. Yeah. But read the Declaration of Independence. Particularly read that part of it, the beginning. Tells you what to do when we're in trouble. So that, not so we can abolish the government, but so that we can save it for the people, for the consent of the governed, the people who rely on these services that allow them to secure their rights, in unalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This is no small thing. Okay, and how we get this done so that the government of, by, and for the people does not perish from the earth is up to you. So howdy from YouTube. I know.